Hey good people, welcome back to the channel. Joy here with you. We'll be talking about another fragrance. I promised this actually last night. It was supposed to be reviewed last night, but last second I changed my mind. Just wanted to do a review, rather a list. Today I'll be reviewing this wonderful fragrance, 212 VIP Men from the house of Carolina Herrera. I always have difficulty saying this house name because her name is Carolina Herrera. It's sort of like you have to slow down to say the name, right? So I have quite a few fragrances from this house. Previously I reviewed fragrances like CH Men. I had the 212. I had Chic for Men, Grand Tour, so on and so forth. This house, what I understand by this house is their main focus is providing something like what Paco Rabanne is doing. Paco Rabanne's focus is always strictly on the sweet fragrances, crowd pleasers, lady killers, compliment garners, more of like teenagers, youthful. There's always like a focus on those romantic, sexy, night out fragrances like that. So this fragrance is not that different, and I'll tell you everything you need to know. This is not a brand new release, by the way. It has some age to it. I think this was released in 2011, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I somehow believe this is a flanker of the 212 Men. I think this used to be called NYC, something like that. The very sort of a fresh summer's day, spicy, green kind of fragrance, okay? So this is very popular once. This was always very popular and known to be a very good performer. So I believe this 212 VIP name came from there. I could be wrong. So let me show you the packaging first of all, and I'll tell you a little bit of story, and I'll tell you who is it for, performance, how does it smell, what are the notes I get from it. So bear with me. So the fragrance, as I told you, I got it. It's the big 200 ml bottle, okay? And I got it because of a reason I'll also tell you. Here is the beautiful, not beautiful, it's just a very usual, typical box. But I think this one, the 212 VIP Men, it says also, are you on the list? NYC. So I think it represents New York City. Not sure. It represents something. It has to be with the theme with New York City. And back of the box, it gives you this bottle picture. So many of you noticing this bottle is kind of see-through, as you just saw. And I believe the bigger bottles are see-through at this part. I'll show you as I go with the bottle. And the whole bottle is metallic body. And it's 200 ml EDT. Okay. Bottom you get, it's made in Spain if I'm not mistaken. Where does it say? Made in Spain, yeah, by Antonio Puig. Okay, nothing much. Yeah, the side, some more information. So it's a huge life-size sort of a bottle. Here's the bottle. I really think it's a very nice, heavy. It's a very heavy bottle because of the glass, and also it's 200 ml. It says 212 VIP Men, see-through. So as I was telling you, the 100 ml, the smaller 60 ml or 50 ml, whatever sizes that are available, the whole body, it's going to be like chromish. This is plastic, but those bottles are covered with this sort of coating, okay? So it's going to be silver, whole bottle. So don't be scared if you see this bottle. Here is your bottom. There's the code. And yes, pretty much see-through, heavy base. It says Carolina Herrera here. And magnet is very strong. You can pick it up, even this huge bottle, with so much confidence. And you open it, it's really, really tight. If I show you, really have to work to open it. It has some detailing inside. So I like that magnetic. Anything that is magnetic is great. So sprayer on these, I don't know, it's just 200 ml or not, because the sprayer is huge. I'll just show you. No, I don't have anything on my hand. Okay, let's just go. Did you see that? Huge cloud. It sends you like, take it. So there is a presentation for you. I think the bottle looks very nice. So just small story. This fragrance was in my collection back when I was in Malaysia. It was a gift from my sister, first bottle. I think I had only one bottle before, yeah. So she gifted to me, I think 50 ml or the smaller bottle when she visited me from UK. And I really used a lot of that. That time I did not own that many fragrances. I used to own like maximum 6-7, and then body sprays and stuff. So I used to have Lacoste Pour Homme, Hugo Boss bottled, Versace jeans, those kind of perfumes. So this one came and I really liked it. So for me, I don't know, occasion, season, I didn't understand then. I used it liberally. So I have good memories, and I have at least 16 samples. I had 16 samples of this fragrance when I moved from Malaysia to here. So if I know any fragrance, well, this is one of them. So that's the basically the story. I have a lot of sentiments with it. So this fragrance also often get compared to one of the very popular fragrance from House of Paco Rabanne. I'll also compare a little bit, and I'll do a comparison video maybe later. So this fragrance, to my nose, okay, okay. Before the notes, I think it's the perfumer for this is a very renowned perfumer. She also was, I think, responsible for one of the more popular CH fragrance, which was CH Men, Emily Copperman. Okay, she is one of the two perfume for this fragrance who was responsible for 212 VIP Men. I forgot the other perfume. I'll put down the link of fragrantica and check it out. So the notes that my nose picks, all right, on the opening I borrowed this from fragrantica, but some of the notes in fragrantica I didn't get from this fragrance. So it opens up with vodka, to my nose, citrus, ginger, okay, pepper, passion fruit. So passion fruit also continues in the like heart, okay, in the heart, in the mid notes you get passion fruit, mint, and the most probably the vodka note, the what you call the alcoholic feel, it continues, but it goes more towards the fruity. And then the base, you're gonna get that very sweet base. It gives that oomph to it, you know, the body, the rather the potency. There are amber, leather, and woodsy notes, right? So as you can see from those last few notes, the base notes, it's very similar to one of the Paco Rabanne fragrance that I was telling you. Then that fragrance and this fragrance have a lot of comparison videos, especially Lex Ellis. He did the review, I think, the comparison. Check out that. The fragrance I'm talking about is 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. So this and that has a lot of similarities and some differences I'll discuss with you. So first of all, this fragrance doesn't smell at all like 212 Men or NYC. Okay, they are totally different fragrances. Just the names are kind of similar, and the bottles are also, as you can see, like one is cylindrical, other one is like sort of like, you know, brick. Okay, so yeah, this fragrance opens up, as I was telling you, there's a fancy note they put in there of caviar, and then they put boozy note as such as vodka. So vodka, when you are a drinker, you know, if you drink, you know the vodka doesn't smell at all like anything else. Many people do not smell anything from vodka, right? I think sort of like if you sniffed Smirnoff or Grey Goose, what you're gonna get is, you know, like Russian vodkas and stuff, you're gonna get a very spirit-like, you know, hit, you know, in the moment you open it and you sniff it, and you get that sort of like, you know, your nose will be hit with alcohol, you know, you'll think it's alcohol. So that's the kind of feel you're gonna get from this fragrance when you spray it at first. You will think this is an alcohol blast. No, it's the boozy feel. So if you like Grey Goose Martini, highly likely you're gonna like it. So the boozy note they put in there, I think, just to make it sort of like a after sunset, after evening clubbing, that sort of a time. And it's very popular. It was, when it was released, it was very popular. It has a lot of flankers. I never tried that many of them, but I think this is the best of them. So this is intended for younger crowds, people who like to party, who like to go out at night time, and it has really good performance. Performance is very solid, but there's a difference between 1 Million and this one, which I'll tell you in a bit. So talking about notes, I get that vodka feel, but at the same time you get a lot of pepper and citrus. Okay, the citrus is definitely there. Opens up very fruity, sweet, citrusy, light. At the same time, if you like Paco Rabanne Invictus or 1 Million, you're gonna dig this. If you're a lover of those fragrances, this is great. Then it moves on to somewhere a little bit more serious. That passion fruit starts showing up, but synthetic one. It doesn't smell like genuine passion fruit. It will go more towards like a note, passion fruit note, just like pineapple note. In many fragrances, there's like passion fruit, which is very interesting and unique. So this, in that way, this fragrance is sort of unique from 1 Million. Doesn't have the blood orange, rather have the passion fruit. And then the funny thing is, the base, it starts smelling a lot like those sweet, ambery, leathery, and woodsy, like a sexy, show-off kind of a fragrance. And that's where I think it's great for the clubbing purpose. But here is the thing. I'll do a comparison video once again, but just telling you difference between this and this fragrance. Okay, 1 Million is very, very loud. It's right on your face. It's like this. When you spray it, it's like this. Hi. And you'll be like, okay. You cannot miss it. It's so strong. Some people love it, some people hate it. I happen to like it a lot. I like on my face, okay, but this has that very strong bubblegummy sweetness which welcomes you, and if you spray like 8-9 sprays, you are done. Okay, Compared to that, this is much more like all year round, versatile. You can wear this almost all year round, summer, winter, even daytime you can pull it off if it's not so hot. Okay, it doesn't work so well with the heat, but if there's no direct sunlight, like daytime, if you're going and clubbing, right, it's still warm, you're in the tropical zone, it has a little bit breeze, but in the club it will smell really nice, mixed with your sweat, it will smell very, very crowd pleaser sort of a fragrance. Okay, so that less to your face, that feel makes it office wearable. That's where I feel this is great, more versatile. You can wear it other places as well, many parts of the time or the season, where the 1 million is just great for winter. Okay, so it's very versatile, very long lasting, but projection wise it's not as beast as 1 million. Okay, 1 million projects like a beast. This one, it's somewhere like around you, create a nice scent bubble for a very long time. So longevity is good. Projection, it's weaker than 1 million, but it has that right sort of projection. It's a compliment garner for sure. Ladies would love this smell. And the fragrance is suitable for mostly, I would say, after sunset, evening towards late night. All right, I get somewhere between 6 to 7 hours in our condition. I don't know about summers how this is gonna perform, but it's not as potent as 1 million. Remember that. Uniqueness factor, when you sniff it, that the Grey Goose martini or the vodka feel, that is very unique, and the passion fruit. Caviar, I don't smell any of it. I tried caviar. No, this is not. It's just to play with your mind. Okay. Overall, I really like this fragrance. I think this is great, safe fragrance, and it has a little bit touch of sophistication, like one of our brothers said in our community. So he said this is more wearable and more upper class than 1 million. I see it. I'm not saying 1 million is lower class. This is very, it's like built for fun, but this can be suited up. You can wear like dress shirt. You can almost like a very, not very high status even, but you can wear this for office. I can see it. It's not going to offend anybody. If people smell like this in the lift, they'll be like, nice, not bad. But it's not super sexy, like it's not super orgasmic or anything. Okay, so overall remark, I'm not gonna judge, by rating by longevity, blah 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 blah. Overall remark, I'm gonna give this 8.5 out of 10. Okay, this is still pretty awesome, still pretty relevant. It just because it was released 2011 doesn't mean it went out of like a style. It's still pretty nice smell, and you can definitely, I think the prices are around $55 give or take to all the way to $80 or $100, okay, for a big bottle like that. But it's worth getting it. It's a very nice, awesome fragrance. If the stuff I explained, if you like those, go for it. If you just want to make a change of pace from your 1 million Invictus in Euros, right? 212 VIP Man, awesome little fragrance. Really, really good perfumer, good smell, and one of the better releases from House of Carolina Herrera. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for watching my long reviews. I hope it helps people out there. All right. Thanks for always supporting me. I see all the comments, all the mentions. It means everything. All right. Thanks a lot. Love you, and good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.